So today I'm with Daniel Kennedy, and Daniel, you are one of Vincent Wong's mentees, and under his wing, and you've managed to create a six-figure from investing in property in a very short space of time. So I guess my question to you is, how did you do it?
Well, I had the right guidance, and I had a lot of effort, and I wanted to work hard, but I didn't really know where I needed to work. I've always known that I wanted to be a busy guy, and then when I came across Vincent Wong's Inner Circle, I thought, yeah, this is for me. I'm going to go for it.
Yeah.
Initially, I didn't really have the funds to go into the circle, so I didn't make an excuse. I raised the funds and sort of put my back against the wall, so I had to go and take action.
But how do you do that? Because a lot of people, when they want to invest in education and be with people and a lot of, if you want to be successful, you have to get a mentor. You have to be with someone who's been there and done that. And a lot of people don't see the benefit of investing in education. I mean, what's your opinion on that?
Well, I'm glad I was in the position that I was, because if I had the funds to be in the mentorship, I would have done the standard thing and put a deposit on a normal house and done it that way. So the fact that I hadn't already done that yet, and I was able to raise the funds just through a loan, get the property mentorship, get access to Flow, which is the hero of the hour, really, in this story.
Yeah. So tell me about your first property deal. I mean, because the first one's always the hardest, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's like you kind of do this, and everyone around you is kind of like, well, I'm not sure you should be doing this. So tell me about the experience of your first property deal.
Well, poor Flo, I completely bludgeoned my way through the first deal.
Yeah.
I must have made her age 10 years by all the mistakes.
That's why she got white hairs, though.
Yeah. So basically, I was struggling to pick my town to go, so I basically closed my eyes, picked a town. That's the town I went to.
You just close your eyes?
Yeah, because I wasn't doing anything.
Yeah.
This was like the morning after I'd signed up.
Yeah.
I had access to Coursera, so I was up all night studying Coursera. Then borrowed my mum's car to go up to the town. Started, because I'd spent all the money on the apprenticeship, I had to get some write my own details on a card.
Yeah.
So I wrote loads of those, and then I went knocking on doors and just spoke to people, told them what I was about, had a few cups of tea, and then eventually came across a gentleman who wanted to move into a bungalow, but no one would buy his house.
Right.
But he didn't like estate agents, so when I made the offer, I then did a bit of due diligence, because originally I didn't want to start the apprenticeship till after I got back.
Right.
But then because of this, I called Flo up. I said, Flo, I think I've got a potential deal. She goes, right, this is what you need to do.
Yeah.
And then obviously I made loads of mistakes, and Flo was like, right, go back, tell him this is not what you're going to do, etc., etc. And then within the first week, got it valued at 42, and then managed to get a price for 29.
Wow, that's a good below market value deal then.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad. And then due to the situation, I had to get a deal before the end of the month, because the loan payment was the end of the month, and I didn't have enough money to pay for it.
You're right. Wow.
And so I managed to sell that deal, give me a bit of breathing space, and then Flo advised maybe give the guy a referral fee, and then I gave him a referral fee, and then in the same week I got 3 more deals from that one guy.
From the same guy?
Yeah.
Wow.
So 4 deals in total for one person.
Because you were able to make
I managed to pay for all the legals, etc. He was really happy, and I was sitting in the crowd, I remember, and I was thinking, these rip-off merchants, I know exactly what they're going to do. They're going to take my money and forget about it.
Yeah.
And I was very sceptical. Even when the deal was going through, I was still very sceptical.
Yeah.
And then all these deals kept happening, and then I never believed there could be I win, he wins, the investor wins. I never thought that would happen, but there are so many situations that you can do that, and everyone makes money from it.
Yeah.
Everyone leaves feeling happy. And then the seller moves on with their lives, you get a bit of money, the investor gets a bit of money, you build up a relationship, and it's good. The feeling's amazing.
It's a great feeling, because, I mean, a lot of people invest in property, but the way Vincent does it, and in the Inner Circle, a lot of your peers, you're really out there to help people, and what you'll find is when you help people, deals just come, and everybody gets to win. Yeah. So how did your people, the people around you, people closest to you, feel about you investing, this large amount of money into this coaching? I mean,
I didn't tell them. Yeah, I didn't really discuss it.
Right.
I've always made my own mind up and done what I wanted to do.
And you kind of just took massive action.
Yeah, and luckily I've got 2 close friends that have their own businesses. So when I eventually explained it to them, they were like, "Yeah, this is brilliant. Go for it."
Yeah, excellent. So, what about the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th deal? I mean, now you've been in Vincent's Inner Circle for less than a year.
Yeah.
And you've got up to, how many properties are you on now?
I've done 8 deals, but initially I couldn't buy them myself.
Right.
But the last one I was able to keep for myself, which is nice. And then the next one I'll be able to keep for myself.
Right.
So life is good. So it's it's like it's a tiny snowball at the top of a mountain, and you first of all you get the few assignments that Vince teaches you how to do, then you get the funds to keep your own deal, and then the money gets even bigger, so you're not selling the intrinsic value, you're keeping it.
Yeah. So you invested this money into Vince's course, and within a year you've made how much?
So I'm £115,000 richer.
Yeah, net in cash.
No, cash is only just over 50, and the rest is equity.
Wow,
So,
that's not bad in a year.
No, it's definitely not. I'm not complaining.
Less than a year even, and you kind of do this on the side.
Yeah, and the next deal will make me another about £70,000 in cash.
Wow.
But I'll have to pay tax on that. So.
Yeah, well, if you're paying
I'm not
tax,
complaining.
you're making money. You're making money. So what would you, what advice would you give to people who are watching this and, they're considering getting a mentor, getting coached by Vince? What advice would you give to them?
You need a coach. Like I would be doing the standard thing that everyone tells you to do: save up for a deposit, buy a house, just live off it, and then save up. And I would be nowhere near where I am now. It's you don't know what you don't know, and Vince knows a lot. So that's the only advice. But you've got to be hungry for it. It's not easy. There's by no stretch of imagination. You work hard.
Yeah, but you get rewarded.
Oh, my God, do you?
So tell me about the support that you've got. Has the support been good from joining the program? What sort of support have you had, and what impact has that made to you succeeding?
So I'll tell you a story. So with the infamous Flo, so she's a businesswoman. She knows her stuff, and she doesn't accept excuses. Yeah. So I had a deal where the seller, he was like, really, it's exhausting talking with sellers who have lots of problems and no one to offload to, and you're there trying to help them. You become the target. Yeah. And I was calling Flo. I was like, Flo, this guy is tearing me up. He's saying I'm ripping him off. He's saying I'm doing this, when the situation was he's going to get repossessed if we don't sort this out. And Flo was like, Dan, I don't feel sorry for you. You're out here to make money and help people. He's the one that's got the problem. You haven't got a problem. Get out there and sort this and help this man. That's your job. Yeah. And I was like, you know what? Yep, she's right. Straight back in there, and then managed to sell that deal on.
Wow.
It's Flo that's the diamond here. Yeah. She just knows everything and every question. So
you talked about Courseo, and for people who don't know what Courseo is like you get lots of multiple trainings, examples, contracts and things like that. So what things within the online training program and resources like that really helped you?
Oh, all of it, definitely. So like every waking second was spent on Courseo, listening to the recordings, practicing pitching, and like there's all simple steps, and the 10 rules are really good. If you work within that frame mind and the seller's not within the 10 rules, then you try and help them get the most money. But if you're the only option they have, that's when you get the deals. So like I like the approach of, I don't want to buy a house. I want to get you the most money for your house first, and then you're the last option to buy the house. I really like that, because it's sort of like you and the seller against the world then. It works really well.
People watching this, a lot of people think, well, I can't do this, I've got a job, and you have a very busy job, and a lot of people give the excuse of that, there's no way I can do this. So how did you manage to, being in this very busy role, to be able to do this on the side? Is it just an excuse that people make, or is it really genuinely a legitimate reason why people can't invest?
Well, it's tough. I didn't spend any time with my family. In the town that I chose, I was sleeping in a car, so I didn't travel around because I didn't have enough money for fuel initially. Wow. And then, so I only had enough to get there, but I didn't have enough to get back. So there are excuses, but you can't dip your toe in. You've got to jump in at the deep end, choose one thing, and then go with it. You make time. You'll when your friends are out socialising on Friday night, you've got to be up in this town painting signs, putting bandit boards up. You've got to be knocking on doors saying, "Hey, my name's Dan. I'm here to help you with your problems. If you have any, if you know any people." It's got to be 24/7 if you want the result. It's not, I'll drop a few thousand leaflets here, drop a few thousand there. It's not working. I'm going to stop. It has to be persistent.
And consistent as well. In fact, before you even came here today, tell people what you did. Well,
I was getting a bit nervous actually, because I've made a few rules for myself, and one is to at least deliver 100 leaflets a day. And I was helping out with one of the events, and Friday and Saturday I didn't do it because of how busy the events are. So I decided to come in a bit late and catch up, because I literally lost sleep over it last night. I was like, my mind's too busy, I need to go and get these leaflets out. So I went and did I dropped 300 leaflets, and then did a bit of training, and then came in.
Wow, that's unbelievable. I mean, it takes a certain mindset to drive to the place where you're investing, not knowing how you're going to get back and sleeping in the car. What sort of mindset, and from being in Vincent's Inner Circle program and having the support, what sort of mindset have you adopted from learning from Vince?
Oh, it's not a case of if I'm going to be a millionaire, it's when now, and that's a huge shift. It's good. It feels good to say that, actually.
Yeah.
But you'll have all these habits that you've picked up from everyone around you, and you are the average of the top 5 people you spend the most time with, and then suddenly you're thrust into this world where everyone's working hard. Everyone's saying, listen, why are you out dining? Why are you not out dropping leaflets? Why are you not speaking to sellers, speaking to estate agents, etc.? And suddenly it's like, for instance, some of my questions and queries get answered by the Inner Circle. So I very nearly didn't do any marketing during this period of time off. I very nearly went to a school to learn how to paint and decorate.
Wow.
But the group as a collective say, no, that's a poor use of your time.
Right.
You need to leverage your time. Just stop being cheap, pay a builder, and go out and find the deals. You'll make more money then. And then literally this next deal, it wouldn't have happened if I didn't listen to the group.
Wow. I mean, that's an amazing mindset. A lot of people, it really shows that, number one, you take action. Number two, you have the right mindset. Number three, you are a classic, how we do things, the wealth dragon way is you do whatever it takes, right? So if you were to give one piece of advice to people watching now, to really help them succeed, what would that advice be?
It'd be like, seize the opportunity now. Like you're gonna go through your whole life with everyone telling you need to do this, you need to get a job, you need to just do the standard thing. But you've been lied to. It isn't that way. You don't have to do the 9-to-5 job. You don't have to do the standard plan that everyone's got for you. You can go and make your own money. You can make it fast. You can make 6 figures in a year easily if you put the effort in.
Yeah.
And it's probably a bit difficult to raise the 12 grand.
Yeah.
But that's only the beginning. If you think that's tough, wait till you start doing it and actually finding the deals.
Yeah.
But if you're willing to put the work in and you're hungry for it, you're going to get results.
Yeah. Daniel, it's been an absolute pleasure. You're an inspiration to everybody, and I just saw you out there with all the people surrounding you. You're now like a mini celebrity now, so thank you for inspiring people. Thank you for taking action, and I look forward to having our next interview once you hit your 7 figures. Awesome.
Thank you for letting me be a part of this.
Good job.
Brilliant.
Take care. Awesome. No, thanks for that.